I think that with most parts of my life, I'm very confident to rely on like internet reviews. Like, you read a Google review and you're like, oh, this they get 99 5 stars. They must be pretty decent. That being said, in an area like healthcare where I don't know who the reviewers are, it doesn't mean as much to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if there was a way through an app or through whatever that you could figure out, are these people that are talking like, do I trust them? Do they have similar interests as me? Is their family situation similar to mine? If there's a way that you could make the reviews more relevant, I think I would be able to trust them because they would be almost like validated. You know what I'm saying? Like it couldn't just be somebody's paying for a Google review. It would actually be somebody in a similar situation that looks for the same type of things I am want and seeing the same things. So I guess if there's a way to make sure that like, or if you could find a way that says, okay, these are reviews done by people, families from your school, or these are reviews done from people that live in your zip code, and this is what they say about these different doctors. I think that that would be more relevant to me. The last time I had to switch doctors, it was for my children actually. My daughter had some serious health stuff and ended up in the hospital for it. And the pediatrician she was at that time, just I didn't feel like they were really listening to me, if that makes sense. Like I had expressed some concerns I had, and they kind of said, oh, kind of almost crazy mom like. And I was like, no, I think this is serious. Long story short, she ended up in the hospital, and I was like, I am not going back to that pediatrician. So, how I found a new one is I was asking around with a lot of my friends and trying to figure out who really liked their pediatrician and why. I wasn't just concerned with a location because it wasn't something I was going to go to on a daily basis. It had to be semi convenient. But most importantly, I wanted somebody that was going to really listen to us and take time with us. And so I kept hearing the same name over and over and over again. So even though the practice is actually not all that convenient location wise, it's worth the drive for us when we go a couple times a year. I think for my children, I definitely prefer like to have a relationship and have a pediatrician. My husband and I have a primary care doctor, and it is such a pain in the neck to get into them that I think we utilize an urgent care on a more regular basis. If your throat's sore, we're more likely to just pop in there rather than wait a couple days to go to our regular doctor.